I did my final novel project over Of Mice and Men. The novel Of Mice and Men, written by John Steinbeck, is about two migrant workers during the Great Depression. The two men, Lenny Small and George Milton, dream of owning their own farm one day. George is described as smart, responsible, and protective, whereas Lenny's character is described as large, strong, and childlike. What both men have in common is their willingness to work hard to achieve their dreams. The men head out to work to bug barley and soledad on a ranch. Upon arrival to the ranch, George is constantly telling Lenny to not speak and to just work. Lenny is a great worker but has messed things up for George and himself before. Once arriving to the ranch, George tells the boss that him and Lenny are cousins because during this time period it's strange for men to travel together. There are several characters introduced at this point. George explains to Slim that Lenny has gotten into some trouble for touching things he shouldn't, such as a woman's dress. Slim offers Lenny a puppy along with offering Candy one. Slim informs Candy that his dog needs to be shot because it's old and it stinks. Candy offered his money to help pay for a small plot of the land if he could come too. Later on in the novel, Lenny is left playing in the barn with his puppy. Unfortunately, Lenny kills his puppy by accident due to his strength. Lenny tries to hide the puppy by putting it in a hole and covering it with hay. Then enters Curly's wife. Lenny begins explaining to her that he loves to pet soft things. He begins to feel her hair, but doesn't let go when she says to. He tries to get her to be quiet and breaks her neck, resulting in her death. The men find her dead and they know it had to be him. They go out searching for him and say they're going to shoot him in the gut. Lenny meets George at their place of meeting when the other is in trouble. Lenny and George are discussing the future about how Lenny is going to tend the rabbits when George shoots Lenny from behind in the back of the head.